Welcome to the Messenger of Truth channel. God bless you and protect your life. Subscribe, follow our work and share the truth with others. John 9. And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man blind from birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Jesus answered, Neither this man nor his parents sinned, but he was born blind that the works of God might be made manifest in him. I must do the works of him who sent me while it is still day. Night comes when no one can work. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world. And when he had said this, he spat on the ground, and made clay with the spittle, and anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay. And he said to him, Go, wash in the pool of Siloam, which means the sent one. So he went and washed, and came back seeing. Then the neighbors and those who had seen him before that he was blind said, Is not this he who sat and begged? Some said, This is he. And others said, He looks like him, he looks like him. And he said, It is I. So they said to him, How are your eyes opened? He answered and said to them, The man called Jesus made clay, and anointed my eyes, and said unto me, Go to the pool of Siloam, and wash. So I went and washed, and saw. They said therefore unto him, Where is he? He answered, I do not know. So they brought him who was blind before to the Pharisees. It was the Sabbath when Jesus made the clay and opened his eyes. Then the Pharisees also asked him again how he had seen, and he said to them, You put the clay on my eyes, and I washed, and I see. Some of the Pharisees said, This man is not from God, for he does not keep the Sabbath. Others said, How can a sinful man do such signs? And there was dissension among them. So they said to the blind man again, What do you say about him who opened your eyes? And he said, He is a prophet. But the Jews did not believe that he had been blind and was now seeing, until they called the parents of him who was now seeing. And they asked them, saying, Is this your son, who you say was born blind? How then does he now see? His parents answered and said to them, We know that this is our son, and that he was born blind. But how he now sees we know not, or who opened his eyes we know not. He is of age, ask him himself, and he will speak for himself. His parents said this because they feared the Jews, for the Jews had already resolved that, if anyone confessed that he was the Christ, he would be put out of the synagogue. Therefore, his parents said, He is of age, ask him yourself. So they called a second time the man who had been blind, and said to him, Give glory to God, we know that this man is a sinner. So he answered and said, Whether he is a sinner I do not know. And they said to him again, What did he do to you? How did he open your eyes? He said to them, I have told you, and you did not hear, why do you want to hear it again? Will you also become his disciples? Then they reviled him and said, You are his disciple, but we are Moses' disciples. We know that God spoke to Moses, but we do not know where he is from. The man answered and said to them, Herein therefore is the wonder, that you do not know where he is from, and have opened my eyes. Now we know that God does not hear sinners, but if anyone fears God and does his will, he hears him. Since the world began, it has never been heard that anyone opened the eyes of one who was born blind. If he was not of God, he could do nothing. They answered and said to him, Thou art born all in sins, and dost thou teach us? And they cast him out. Jesus heard that they had cast him out, and finding him, he said to him, Believest thou the Son of God? He answered and said, Who is he, Lord, that I may believe on him? And Jesus said to him, You have seen him, and it is he who speaks to you. And he said, I believe, Lord. And he worshipped him. And Jesus said to him, I have come into this world for judgment, that those who do not see may see, and that those who see may be blind. Those of the Pharisees who were with him, hearing this, said to him, Are we also blind? Jesus said to them, If you were blind, you would have no sin, but since you now say, We see, your sin remains.